Hello, and welcome to the Drive Home Podcast, the podcast where I'm the only one who needs to wear a seatbelt. Last time we did this, I said that the next time I was going to be driving a friend home, and that didn't happen, but I'm gonna spend the night at their place with my brother. We're all gonna chill. And I shouldn't have moved that. Maybe I can. Okay, sorry. I'm a little paranoid. I might have mentioned this previously, but I keep an old aluminum bat. I say it's old. Me and my brother used to do, I want to say it's Little League, because it was like elementary school baseball, and we got like one of those metal bats with cool designs on it so we could practice. And well, we were crap. We did absolutely nothing. We weren't good at all. So, but the lucky thing about that was, for that one in particular, if we tried hard enough, because we never really won, like, ever. I don't know if it's because me and my brother could barely hit a ball combined between the two of us, or just the other teams were, like, better. Because we went to all the practices and stuff, but we never really won, I don't think. But if you did participate, in the baseball game at the end of it, because of our team name, which I will not disclose because I don't really know. Whatever. Long story short, our team name was based off of an ice cream parlor. So whenever we played a game, we could go there after the game and we get free ice cream, which was awesome. And so, long story short, or to make a short story longer, honestly, I'll get back to that in a second. I got out at 8 again tonight. I was going to take my friend home, but he only lives 5 minutes away. So, he doesn't have a license, but his girlfriend does, and he lives with his girlfriend, and he's who I helped move maybe about a month ago now. And 2 months, honestly, at this point. Anyway, to speed this up, I was going to take him home if he got out a little bit later, but he got out early enough. So because I live about 20 minutes away with my brother, so to pick him up, I have to go 20 minutes. And where they live in an apartment complex is sort of out of the way. It would take me longer. So, and they only live like 5 minutes away from where we work, so that works out really well. So, you get it. They were just like, since we're doing a sleepover now, because it wasn't planned. It was just like, I was there, and I was like, yeah, I'll take him home. And then, so me, my friend, and his girlfriend all work at the same place. We work in different departments, but we all work in the same building. So we see each other. Well, I see them fairly often because my job requires me to move around a lot. And so it ended up being that we were going to hang out for a bit and then maybe go home, but now I guess we're spending the night. They got a pull-out couch when they moved in because I guess they wanted us to spend the night when we were over. And it's not like me and my brother are opposed to sleeping in the same bed. I mean, we grew up together. We're only a year apart in age. Like, it's not weird so much as it is annoying. Like, the pull-out couch is fine. It's not bad, but I don't know. If anything, I really like that pull-out couch because it lets me wake up in the morning, which I usually am not good at. But it drags me awake, which is Normally something you don't want, but I prefer it. So that's that. Anyway, got out at 8, had a fine day. It was whatever. We made all those plans, so that was exciting. And now I am driving home so I can get some stuff at home. I'm gonna take a quick shower, and then I'm gonna take a quick shower at home, and then grab some stuff for overnight, and then get my brother, and we're gonna go back up. Now, me and him don't have to work tomorrow, but our friends do, so we can't stay all day, but it'll be fun to hang out for a bit. And I mean, we have until midnight, really, to like hang out. Midnight, or at least 1 in the morning. Jeez, it's raining now. It's starting to rain. That's what's... I don't know if anyone else kind of feels this, but I don't like it when it starts to rain. Because when it starts to rain, it always starts sprinkling. And so you can never really tell how bad the rain's going to get, because it's just started. That's something I don't like about the rain, honestly. And then sometimes it's completely fine, and then 2 seconds later it's pouring for a good like 10 minutes, and then it's like, oh hey, now you're fine, even if you're not even moving. Which is like, these clouds need to get in sync or something. Anyway, what was my first statement? I was talking about, oh yeah, the bat, baseball stuff. So we would get ice cream even if we lost, but we were supposed to win to get ice cream. But I think we were just, I don't know. At least me and my brother, we weren't all that good, honestly. I mean, honestly, I wish video games helped my hand-to-eye coordination, but at least in reality, it doesn't really. Maybe I've gotten better, but like, I noticed the bat in our garage a while ago, and we live next to a baseball field now, so and it was empty at the time. So me and my brother, I think it's because the power went out and we were kind of bored at the time, kind of just walked over and tossed the baseball and tried to hit it. And I don't think we got, I don't know, I think we were kind of crap at it, because for one, neither of us were pitchers. We had like a designated pitcher on our team who was like the best at pitching, so he always got to be the pitcher, which I'm fine with. I can't throw I can't throw to something accurately to save my life, so. But we would basically end up, I think, halfway in between home base and the pitcher's mount, and then we would toss it at the person at home base or whatever, and then they would hit it. And it was a fun little thing that we did. I don't really remember the exact reason. I think it's just because we found the bat. We were bored. I'm trying to think. I don't think the power was out, but it could have been. I don't know. The power usually only goes out in winter because some snow covers something, knocks down a tree, makes a car crash, something like that. Because usually we don't get power outages. I don't know. And then, if it was winter, we wouldn't have done that, because the fields would have been snowed in at the time. I don't know. That was interesting for me. But anyway, we don't really use the bat for anything. And we have other blunt objects in the house. So I just decided to leave it in my car just in case. Because, I'm fine with trusting people, but with, normal stuff. But there are always random people you've never met and people from out of town and stuff. There's a festival or whatever. There's a fair we do every year in the town that I live in. And I think the last year or the year before, there were like rumors of like criminal activity going on because so many people from out of town were showing up. Either houses were getting robbed or cars were getting broken into and stolen from, or some combination of both, which either way is terrifying. I mean, we live in like, I always forget what's the definition. I forget, like, because there's rural and then there's the other one, and I can't remember what the other one is called. We live in basically like we're just a small town for the most part. A lot of the houses are like either also makeshift, like into like small businesses or restaurants or something, or there's large spaces in between the houses because there's farmland all around us. And well, I mean, our town does have like a semi-private high school, but if you live in town, you get to go there for free, so that's cool. So, long story short, I'm fine with like some people, but like if I don't know somebody, or like, you know, you never know, right? Like maybe somebody's gonna try and mug me. I doubt it, but if I ever go somewhere where somebody does try and mug me, and I happen to be within radius of my car, I can just be like, it's in my car, it's in my car. I'll just open it up. And also, so in this scenario, I pretend I left my keys in the car as well, because if I give them my keys, that's a terrible decision. Remember, never reveal you have keys for anything to someone who's going to mug you. Unless if you're going to attempt to stab them or something with your keys, which I don't recommend violence, but self-defense is important. Like if you're all out of options and you can't run away or something. And I'm just going to say this, like, yelling for help is always a 50-50 bet, honestly, I would say. Like, I'm no professional on this, but from what I think of it, I think yelling for help is always like a 50-50, because for one, like, you're showing them that you're scared because you're yelling for help. And two, you know, maybe there's no one around, so no one will come and help you. So that would suck. So as if you can, like, you know, see or guarantee that someone will hear you, I guess, and then you know, don't yell for help, unless it's your like dying word or something. I don't mean to get that morbid, but I mean, you know, I'm just being realistic, I guess. That's how I think of it anyway. Yeah, so this is going to be a relatively short episode. Like, it's going to be the same length, but I am going to basically cut myself short once I get home, because I just told them I was going to pick up my brother, and I never really told them I was going to take a shower, but I feel like they'll understand. And I even bought dinner for myself. Well, it'll be fine. I'll just bring it with me. Sandwich. Anyway, I don't know. Like, I always feel like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a man or something, or, you know, but I feel like if I needed to, I could take someone in a fight. I'm gonna say I'm slightly above average in terms of male strength, maybe. Like, I'm no bodybuilder or anything, but every couple of years I help my dad chop wood with like a normal axe, of all things. And you know, I can do that. And like, I can't do it, like, I think my major problem is stamina. for me. And I think it's just because I was born with asthma, so I'd always run out of breath really quickly when I was younger. And now that I've grown out of it, for the most part, it's just the fact that I've never been able to develop my stamina to a point where I have any. Because I guess you can outgrow asthma. It doesn't always happen, I guess, but maybe it's circumstance. Apparently I was allergic to hay as well, but that's gone. So, so technically right now I'm basically immortal to like self-inflicted illness or whatever. I don't know. Like I don't get. I guess I have. I guess what I want to say is I don't have any more allergies. So allergies or ailments, I guess. I don't know. Because I was born with. Well, I guess you are born with your allergies, but hay doesn't affect me anymore. So no more allergies. And then I was born with asthma, but I've sort of just outgrown it. Like I wasn't super bad. I didn't have to carry an inhaler on me, though I did have one for like a year in 5th grade. But other than that, every once in a while I would, if I got like a really bad coughing fit, I had this, I think it's called a breathalyzer, and there was this special medicine stuff that you'd put into it, and we still have it, but I mean, I don't know, just like the idea of like, and sometimes I'll get coughing fits, but I doubt it's like my asthma acting up, because I remember what it felt like to have asthma. Like being short of breath is such a specific feeling. I could not forget it. And speaking of that, as a quick final story or final bit, because I'm nearly home. Several years ago, before COVID, I believe, I had like one of the earlier Lego Millennium Falcons. It came with like Han and Chewie, and I think it came with R2-D2 and like Luke and stuff. And maybe it also came with Leia and C-3PO. I don't remember. And I built it at some point, and I think I had just finished building it, and I was finished rebuilding it. I can't really remember because it was a long time ago, and I can't even remember when I got it. But what happened is I was carrying it downstairs to show my dad, because he had gotten it for me, because my dad is like a Star Wars guy. He's the reason I watched Star Wars, honestly. Which I honestly, I do really like Star Wars, so that's fun. And I was carrying it downstairs, and I slipped near like the last 3 steps, and I fell onto my back. So I was carrying the Lego Millennium Falcon, which is fairly large, honestly, the one I had. And I think it was supposed to be super expensive. Well, like it's a way older set now, so maybe there was like less inflation at the time. I don't know. But I could not breathe for, I swear, like 2 minutes. Like, I got the wind knocked out of me. And when you get the wind knocked out of you, you can't breathe. You try and breathe, you can't. It is one of the scariest things you can ever do. My dad sort of calmed me down, and, you know, obviously I survived. But I literally felt like I couldn't breathe for, like, it felt too long, honestly. I thought I was gonna die. So just be mindful of the wind getting knocked out of you, because it apparently does happen, and it's scary. You can't speak, because once the air inside of you runs out, none can get back in at that point, because it's all been pushed out. So, but you need air to talk, apparently, because you're exhaling when you talk, which honestly makes sense in retrospect. But just like saying that, not saying it, but like experiencing it is so unique and terrifying. And I was fine, but like the Lego Millennium Falcon needed to be rebuilt. It's still at my room in my dad's house. So I got home and I did tell the story. So I think that was a good episode. I don't know, it was decent. I'll take it. You'll listen to it if you do, and you hear this, so thank you. And tell me how good or bad it was, and how much you like or hate Star Wars. Or the Legos, honestly. Like, Star Wars Lego games are really fun. A lot of them. So, I thank you all for listening. I am home now. And, again, I thank you all for listening to the Drive Home podcast. And I don't know what that was. And I will talk to you next time I drive home. Bye.